to talk about the very much relevant topic today, that is about the social media, how we can as a Lions to use social media in our Lionistic activities. Let me welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Lion Gururaja Bahadur.
Introduction.
Over to you, Lion Gururaj.
Yeah, Gururaja sir, please.
Thank you. Thank you, past multiple council chairperson, Lion Lasanta Pereira from Sri Lanka. And very good evening to all my Lion friends from Nepal, who are all very keen on attending this evening the two sessions, one on social media and on storytelling. Before I really go on to my presentation, let me share my few beautiful memories with Lions of Nepal. Lion I'll come back to that later on. Let's move on. Sanjay Ketanji, PID. So I have a very strong friendship with him. He had come to my district to install our board of directors, the cabinet installation a couple of years back, and we had shared a wonderful time with him. And I must congratulate all Lions from Nepal for all the great leaps that you have taken under the leadership of PID Sanjay Ketan. You have almost doubled in membership. If I'm not wrong, you have almost doubled in your membership in the last say 4 or 5 years. Hearty congratulations to all Lions from Nepal, and my best wishes to you all. And keep going, and you have all the potential to give the best leadership to this organization. Can I share my screen now?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Right. Any obstructions are there, or it's very clear?
Fine. It's fine.
It's fine, right? Okay. Friends, before I start, I must thank, we all must thank Lion PID Narendra Bhandari ji for conceptualizing something of this kind, giving opportunities to all the FBI, LCIP, FDES graduates to come forward and share their knowledge, share their information and their presentations in front of hello. Yeah, in front of all the aspiring leaders, I should say, the leaders, Lions who want to scale up the ladder of leadership in Lionism. See, we have all come here to serve, right? When we are invited to join this organization, the only idea that we had in our mind was to serve. But once we came into this organization and once we joined, we started attending meeting and we started seeing people in the leadership positions, be it secretary, treasurer, a president, or a zone chairman, or a region chairman, or a district governor. They kindled the idea of leadership into our minds. So why can't we also become someone like them? Didn't it happen with all of us? That's how, if today we are past district governors, past multiple council chairpersons, past multiple council secretaries, or past international directors, we never thought of it. That idea was not there in our mind when we joined this organization. We just came because it's a social organization. I repeat, social organization. Okay. Then once we came here, we started getting idea of what we can do here and how we can showcase our talent here, how we can rise to our own potential in this organization, how we can excel in this organization. And we followed our dreams. And that's how we are here today. Coming back to the subject that is given to me today. Social media. I use the word social twice before in the last 2 minutes. So, social media and how we can make use of social media in this organization. How social media can benefit our organization, our clubs, our district, our multiple. How best we can make use of all this, all the tools available in social media. Friends, let us explore. Before we move on, let us understand the term social media comprises of two words. One is social. Right? And the other one is media. So what is social media? What is social? Man has been
Gururaja,
defined.
may I just interrupt you? Your
Please.
slide is not usually changing. So maybe
Sorry.
your slide is static on the first slide.
It has not moved on to the next one.
Yes,
Now,
not in my case. I don't know others.
can anybody else?
No, in my case also it is still.
Okay. Can I close and restart them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
On my screen, it is there.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah. I'll close and I'll restart.
Read again, please. Has it come now?
Yeah.
It is still in first slide here.
Yeah. I'll go to it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I repeat, man has been termed as a human being, rather. A man or a woman is a social animal. So what is social? Sociable is we live in communities. We interact with our friends. We interact with our people in the community, right? That is what we call as social interaction, especially for pleasure of a busy social life. Maybe it's a marriage, a family, or social institutions and social organizations or a social cause to help someone, to serve someone, we come together and do some activity. We interact with people. We interact with fellow human beings. And living naturally in groups or communities. Bees are social insects. A beehive is usually called as a colony, right? A beehive is called as a colony. There are male bees, there are female bees, and there are administrators, and then they all come together and they work for a cause.
It's 8 o'clock.
That's why we are all social beings. Humans are social beings. And what is media? So we have two terms, social media. So what is media then? The term media, it's a plural form of the word medium. What is a medium? Medium is something that is a in between the communicator and the communicant. If you have something to communicate to someone else, and for that person to receive your communication, you need a medium. What are the different types of medium? It's a verbal, it could be text, it could be a telephonic call. There are so many others. There are so many channels like. Does anybody know when was the first newspaper printed, circulated? It was in 1649. When first newspaper, the thought of creating a news media, I'll come to that. News media was 1649. Then where are we today? World is full of media now. Be it print media, be it electronic media, be it digital media. There's a difference. Electronic and digital media, we'll discuss about that. Digital media and social media. And there is in between, there is the term called mass communication. See, when newspapers were printed earlier, and then came the radio. Then came television. All these three were called mass communication media and mainstream media. There, the communication was one way. You all agree with me? Very few people had access to writing a letter to the editor in a newspaper. Otherwise, it was all one way. Be it a newspaper, be it radio, or be it television. One fine day, then came the advent of internet. What happened after that? Entire world was open for everybody to explore, to interact, to express, to impress. I am seeing some 75 participants present here, and my style of communication, my dear friends, my style of training, rather interacting, is very. It's a dialogue. I want a dialogue with you all, not a monologue. I am not lecturing anybody. You all know what I'm talking, and you are educated enough to understand what I'm saying, and you can. I want inputs from you as I keep talking. Don't mute yourself, either in video or audio. Please start. Keep on interacting with me, right? So, what is social media? Is a computer-based technology or internet-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, information through building of virtual networks and communities. By design, social media is internet-based and gives users quick electronic communication of content. It's very quick. When first newspaper was not launched, it used to take at least 1 week for that newspaper to reach India from England, London, or say New York. Now it's not like that. That interaction is instant and immediate. So what has happened? What is the scenario now in the world? As per July 2021 survey, total number of social media users, active social media users in the world, in the entire world, is 4.48 billion. That is more than 50% of the world, population of the world. 56.8, mind-boggling. Think of it. Just 5 years ago or 10 years ago, had you ever thought of gaining access to the social media in such a vast way and such a instant way? And the information, see, I always tell, whenever I go for my training sessions, I ask one question: what is more important? Is it knowledge or information? Knowledge is there. Knowledge is what we learn in a linear way. That is class 1, class 2, class 3, up to your graduation, post-graduation, doctoral thesis, everything. That is knowledge. What is information? Information is available to everyone. Even a class 5 student and or a doctoral PhD student. The same information is available to everyone. It is not linear, it is lateral. So this social media is an information hub. I'm still not talking about Lions Club. In general terms, I'm talking. Think of what we can do with all the information and the knowledge we have as a Lions Club. As a Lions Club's international, as Islamic Forum, Constitutional Area, Islamic, what we can do, what we can share with the people, how we can attract people to our organization. Maybe today it is only 56.8%, but very soon it is going to be 60%, 70%, 80%. Annual change in the number of global social media users. Annual growth is 13%. Now you calculate where we are going to be in the next 2-3 years. What are the tools? What are the devices people are using to access social media? Either it's your computer or desktop, laptop, tab, or mobile. Since the advent of smartphones, 99% of the people are accessing social media through their mobile phones. And what is the time people are spending on social media? Every day, and on average, 2 hours and 24 minutes. Let's come to Lions Club. How can we, Lions Clubs International, as the world's largest service organization, how can we stay away from social media? If we have to showcase our activities, if we have to get members into in our organization, we cannot be aloof from social media, right? So I'm coming to the topic now. What is social media? We have understood. We'll again go to it. Why social media is important? Different types of social media, effective use of social media in Lions. I'll go along as I go to the next slide. Every slide, I'll be relating every social media app with Lions. Advantages and disadvantages. That is pros and cons in social media. How to use social media safely, and then there will be a question and answer session. Social media is an essential piece of business. What is our business? In Lions Clubs are international. What is our business in Lions Club? To organize service activities, to cater to the needs of poor and downtrodden in the community, right? And who are our customers? Who are our customers in Lions Clubs International? Or in a local Lions Club? Our members are our customers. Because we are catering to the needs of their satisfaction of serving the community. Okay. So then social media is a tool for us. What are the different types of social media? Only on your left side, you can see the most popular ones. That is Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Google, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Instagram, and Who is the Indian equivalent of Twitter that is still not become very popular, but people are promoting it now. Let us take the case of few of these apps. and understand how we can make use of these apps, these social media platforms for the benefit of our clubs and our organization. As you all know, Twitter is the most popular social media app wherein you can express yourself within 140 characters. That means in one message you can key in 140 characters and express whatever you want to say. You can say on that app. You can follow your leaders there, or you can get followers of your own. You can respond to them. Suppose if you are the president of Lions Club and you have a Twitter account and you have 100 followers who are non-Lions, just put a post. There is no bar on screenshots or photos, activity photos that you can. Only the text should be within 100 or the maximum 140 characters. You can do that. You can share your activities. You can invite members to the club. You can showcase your club activities. And the offensive, what you should not do, I'll come to that at the end of the presentation. The second most popular app is Facebook. I know all of you have got a Facebook account of your own. Herein, you can share your videos, activity videos, activity photographs, and a brief write-up. There is no limit on how many characters you have to type in and all. You can in detail explain the activities that you are conducting. You can create Facebook pages. You can create Facebook groups there, a group of your own district, or a group of your own club, or a group of cabinet officers. Share your own ideas, share your activities, and make it public. See, when I say group and pages, make sure that you market those group and pages with the friends who are not Lions. Invite them to be members of your group or your page. Ask them to like your page. Ask them to follow your page. Then they will come to know what a Lions Club is doing in your community, what difference it is making in your community. And then definitely one day they'll think of approaching you to join your club. Or they may come forward to fund your activity. The next time you conduct a service activity, they may come forward to fund your activity. What next? YouTube. YouTube is a very powerful tool. It's a video-based application, and you can post your videos. We all know most of the videos of previous section of GAT Enrich series have already been uploaded on YouTube, and everybody has got an access to that video group. You can go and you can watch, you can download. You have a YouTube downloader. You can even download presentation. Even today's presentation also you can watch, and later on you can ask your friends to share this YouTube link with your friends and ask them to watch the videos. And definitely I have my own YouTube channel wherein I always upload my presentations, my training sessions. You can access, you all can access that. You can post your comments there. And nowadays, most of the news channels have got their own YouTube channels, and many of them are live also on YouTube. Even today's session is also going live on YouTube, I presume. So this is one tool where you can make most impact with your friends and with your community, and create an impact on them. Instagram is basically a business tool wherein you'll be posting a resume or a profile of your organization, your business profile. Most of the Fortune 500 companies are there on Instagram, and people can watch your profile or your club profile, your district profile, or your organization profile on Instagram, and they can understand or they can learn about what actually Alliance are doing and how can they be a part of this organization, or how they can contribute to this organization. LinkedIn again is a business social networking app, business community and all, right? Where you can like or comment. Before going into the pros and cons, let me talk about WhatsApp. WhatsApp today is the most popular social media app. I don't know whether you have any alternative in Nepal or not, but China has, they don't allow YouTube and Facebook or WhatsApp in their country. They have their own alternative apps there. I think you all have, because we have been interacting for the last few days. We have been interacting on WhatsApp, and you are all very familiar with WhatsApp. You can post your comments. You can create groups there. You can have your family members in a group. You can interact. You can share greetings and say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You can share, create your own club group and share your activities, whatnot. We've all been using it. That's why I did not dedicate a separate slide for that. We are all very familiar, and let's make where we have been making most of the WhatsApp app. So let's continue to use that app. I think my 45 minutes are up. I'll conclude within next 5 minutes with the pros and cons, whatever it is. No, it's not pros and cons of PowerPoint. It is pros and cons of social media. I don't know, something my secretary messed it up. Okay. Pros. What are the pros? Advantages of connective, this thing, social media. Good connectivity, education, information, updates, promotion, noble cause. We are all here for a noble cause to serve the community. Improve business reputation. What is our business? Our business is service. Helps in building communities. Awareness. Awareness about what you are doing, what you are as a lion, what you are as a Lions Club, what you are as a Lions District, what you are as a Lions Clubs International. Cons. What are the negatives? Cyberbullying. Of late we have been seeing. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Am I-
please. Yeah,
Yes, Guru Raja, please.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is what nowadays we are seeing everybody on Facebook posting like somebody has hacked my account, somebody has cloned my account, or somebody has duplicated my account. Please don't accept their friend request. Or we are seeing it or not, right? All that you have to do on Facebook is make sure you lock your profile. Simple. Very simple. Lock your profile so that nobody can copy your profile picture or any picture of you that you have posted on Facebook, and they can clone and create a separate account of your own and send request to your friends. So lock your profile. Then hacking. Hacking is very easy. I am an ethical hacker, to tell you. But I don't do criminal things and all, don't worry. But how to protect, how to stay safe from hacking? Make your password very strong. For every app, for every account, you have a separate password which is very strong. When I say strong password, it should contain a special character. That is a asterisk or an exclamation or a slash, whatever kind of thing. Don't worry where you are going to put that. And a capital letter. At least one capital letter, rest all small letters, and at least one number. Now you may ask me how to create it. It's going to be very confusing. But my dear friends, it's very simple. Special character, you can choose any, either a star or a slash or a exclamation or whatever. You're choosing that. And one number, whatever it is, your birthday, your wedding anniversary day, whatever, your wedding day, whatever the number you want to. Then those characters, one capital letter, rest all small letters. It could be anything. Maybe it's the first words, first letter of every word in your favorite song. Whatever is your favorite song. See, if I want to select Vande Mataram. It's the national song of India. Not the national anthem, national song. Vande, V. Mataram, M. Sujalam, yes. Safalam, yes. Like this, you can choose. And you can be safe from hacking. What is this addiction then? I already mentioned to you, people are spending on an average 2 hours 43 minutes every day on social media. In that average, when I say average, there are people who are only seeing one or opening social media app once in a day. And there are people who are entire day they are sitting on the social media apps, either on WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram, Pinterest, whatever. No, that's a disadvantage. You should avoid getting addicted to social media apps. You should make use of it only to the extent you are required. Security issues, I'll tell you my own example. When I came back from Seoul, Busan rather, 2012 January, July 28th, we were installed as district governors. We came back the very next day. I was to attend a district cabinet installation of a neighboring district, and I posted on my Facebook that I've come back from my international convention and I'm going to attend a cabinet installation in Udupi, that is near Mangalore. I went there with family, and the same night my house was broken. Fortunately, I had good contact with the local security officers and all. They helped me out. These things also happen. Cheating and relationship issues, we are all matured. We don't get into relationship kind of things on social media. It's better we avoid on all those things. Let us stay focused on our organization and our club or clients and health issues. Okay, same thing, addiction. It goes back to addiction. This is the last slide. Whatever I said up till now in the last slide, the same things are used. Use a strong password, use a password, different password for different social media. Please don't use same password for all social media. This thing, for the same password for WhatsApp, same password for Facebook, same password for Pinterest, same password for everything. No, don't use that. And never save. Your mobile will definitely ask you whether it should save your password or not. Never allow your mobile to save your password. You should remember your password. Set up your security answers. Yeah. Which is the first car that you purchased, or what is the name of your pet, your first pet at home, or what is your mother's first name. Some kind of things they'll ask, and you will have to answer for that, and you will have to remember that. If anything goes wrong, that can help you in recovering your account. Yeah, if you have social media app on your phone, be sure to protect your device. Be selective with friend requests. That's very important. Be selective with friend requests. Just because someone sends you a friend request, don't accept. Be very selective. If you don't know the person, and if you have not met that person, it could be a fake account. Click links with caution. This is the most important thing. especially in WhatsApp. Never click any link. People see nowadays it's become a fashion. People are just forwarding. Maruti iPhone. Apple is giving away 10,000 iPhones. Please click the link. No. People in Apple company are not fools. They don't give Apple iPhone free for anybody. What it does is it hacks. It hacks your phone. It hacks your contacts. It hacks it gets access to your document, your secret passwords, as well as your bank details, everything. No, never click on any suspicious link that has come in any of the social media. Become familiar with privacy policies. Protect your computer by installing antivirus. Antivirus, it has to be. If you don't install an antivirus today, it will go bonkers within no time. Remember to log off when you are done. Especially when you are sitting in a cyber cave or in a public place where you have accessed internet, maybe from your own device, but on a public Wi-Fi platform, be it in an airport or a hotel or wherever. Log off, close the connection. Right? With these friends, my time is up, and any questions?
Any questions, participant? Please.
My mobile number and my email ID mentioned here. You feel free to contact me either on WhatsApp or on my email. And if you have any queries, let me know. For now, as far as this presentation is concerned, if you have any questions, please let me know. I can answer.
Please, participants, you have any questions to the presenter?
There's nothing on the chat box for the moment.
Yeah, you can also chat in the chat box also. I think Prashant Pradhan, everyone, I think everyone is okay. And if they put any, they raise any questions in the chat box, at the time of ending, we'll Mr. Gururaja will give the answers. Thank you, PDG Gururaja, for your wonderful presentation about the social media. Because mobile phone, 99% people using social media through the mobile phone.
Yeah.
Now, mobile phone become a lifeline and lifestyle of the people, everyone. And see, around 56% people in the world are using the mobile right now, social media, and 13% annual growth. Because after only the smartphone, this became very famous. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, and all the things. It's become 1 decade only. Okay, and then mobile was invented in 1971. When mobile phone was invented by the Martin Cooper, everyone is saying that he's a madman. No, Motorola company was working in the Motorola company, and it became a mad. No, so that come on, threw it from this job.
And the mobile phone was this big.
Mobile became our bloodline.
And the antenna was this.
Using the smartphone, again it became one of the very important everything. Bank is there, everything is in our mobile phone.
Yeah.
So that and the people giving average 2 hours plus per day, average, this is a very, very important thing. Very important thing is that people have time for the social media.
Yeah.
They are expanding social media. Thank you for your all good presentation. And
And
now,
it's very happy. It's very happy to
Sir,
know
I have
that.
a question one.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I have a question.
Line
Sir, I
19.
have a question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I would like to ask, how come PowerPoint can hack the media and all? How does it, how do you hack it? What is the, how can we hack this PowerPoint? Because we don't use online, right? This is just a program. We
No,
don't need, we
you
don't need
see,
online.
PowerPoint is a presentation. There is no meaning in hacking a
Yes.
PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, that's what it's written that. It's written, you've said that you can hack from
No,
PowerPoint like
I made a
bullying and all
correction.
these
It
things.
was my secretary's mistake. Instead of saying social media, she had mentioned it as a PowerPoint. That's a mistake. I stand corrected.
no, you already told about it also. And once again, I thank you, the PDG Gururaja. And now, I invite PDG Shyama Silva from Sri Lanka. And this is
Sir,
success
in
about the
between, Sanjay sir is
story.
already there.
Who?
Sanjay sir is already there.
Sanjay sir. Then before that, welcome our PID, our national leaders on the line, Sanjay Khetan, PID sir, Sanjay Khetan, in this second series of GAT Isame Enrich program organized by the Multiple District 325 Nepal. And I'd like to request our leader, line Sanjay Khetan, to address this gathering. Please, sir, welcome.
Prashantji, quote, Maharaj. Sanjay sir.
Sorry.
So you are muted.
Thank you, our area leader, Khagendra Shitola, and our presenters, Gururaja Bahadur and Shyama Silva, and both the mentors, Lasentha and Kalyani. First of all, I congratulate our area leader and the GAT team, Narendra Bhandari, and all the GAT team for bringing this GAT Isame Enrich program. It is involvement of our trained leaders. It is also knowledge sharing while each one of us are gained by the information shared in this COVID era. While we sitting comfortable in our own positions, we are able to learn a lot of things. Just now, Guru Raja told about the social media, and this has become part of and partial of life. And we learned many small things every day. Not every day, but many times our Facebook pages has been duplicated. They are not hacked actually, but they have been duplicated. We can just lock it, and locking can help us. So we can learn small things, and this is a very good initiative. I congratulate Khagendra Sitola and his team, which has been working very hard promoting, and both the presenters. Shyama, I will still listen your part of presentation. Success storytelling about toolkits. So we will be benefited. And thank you, Khagenji, for inviting me. And it is my pleasure to be part of today's program. I wish it all the success. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, PID Sanjay sir, for your presence and addressing this to the participant presenters and the participants. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. And today, both topics are very important. Social media, right now, this is the age of the social media. And to get the success, another topic is success storytelling kits, toolkits. Success storytelling is a very important thing. How one become a success? You have to listen that story and have to implement to us, by us, or some other ones. So that second topic is going on the success storytelling toolkits, how the success stories made, and like that, because Shyama is there to give the everything, every tools to all the participants. And I request our mentor line, Kalyani Rangarajan, Madam, please come forward and introduce our PDG Shyama Silva, our presentator, today's presentator. Thank you. Please come.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It was a great pleasure for me to address the gathering here and introduce a charming personality, Shyama Silva. She is a MJF contributor. She was a district governor in 2017 and 18. Being a very bold lady, she just administrated the district in a very nice way and become the area leader for the consecutive year New Voices, area leader for New Voices in 2018 and 19. You all will be knowing the New Voices is a great initiative by the Madam Putran, where the more women need to be encouraged into the Lionism, for which the New Voices were introduced. And becoming an area leader for New Voices is a very great pleasure, which was served by her. And also she served as a coordinator for New Voices for MD 306. And like this program is mainly for our FDI graduates, where she get graduated in FDI in 2015, Colombo, Sri Lanka. Also, she is a director of a company where it is not only in the social environment, but in the business environment also, she is successfully maintaining and executing the things. I'm very happy to introduce the bold, charming, and very impressive lady, where the way how she communicates, it's impressed me very much, where I'm very interested to listen along with you, the way how she is going to take us through the slides, which is very impressive topic. Also, it is a storytelling toolkit. So successful to storytelling, we are very much happy and eager to listen it from you, Shyama Silva. The floor is yours. I welcome you.
Thank you, Lan Kalyani. I believe I am visible and audible.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Good evening, PID Sanjay, and all my the leaders of Nepal and the participants. It is indeed a great pleasure to be with you this evening and discussing a very, very entertaining and a lovely topic, which is storytelling. Do I have the facility to share the screen, VDG Uttam? VDG Uttam?
Yeah, you will be having the share option. You are having mute, unmute, and start the video options. When you click on the screen, you will be having a pop-up coming up. The mic icon, video icon, there you will be having the option called share. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Yes, so now I have been formally introduced by Kalyani, who it was a very great pleasure. We just had a few conversations a few days back, and I have find her a very entertaining and very informative, very well informed lady. So thank you, Kalyani, for the mentorship and the guidance given for this presentation.
Welcome.
Yes, and storytelling. What a wonderful subject. I couldn't have got a better subject this evening. And whilst we speak of storytelling, I think we should all know why we are going to spend this half an hour. So we will discuss why it is important to tell stories, how we can tell a good story, and what is the best way to present your story. Now, can all of you just tell me can anybody tell me that you don't like stories? No, everybody has, it could be romance, it could be tragedy, but we all love stories. Every culture has their own story. It could be shared, and it is shared from generations to generations. Some stories entertain us, some stories will teach us moral values, and some will also help us in our education. Stories are used to engage. What do you mean by engaging? By narrating that story, you're able to inform, and then the people get interested. And that's how you hook them on to get interested in what you say. Stories also inspire us. Stories of great leaders, of heroes, even the story of Melvin Jones has inspired us to become members and to continue his great vision. And when we say provoke is a call to action. By the stories we tell, we are able to bring people to say, yes, we need to do something about it. So stories, in communication, we call it inform, inspire, or a call to action. Well, so a similar way of saying it would be engage, provoke, or inspire. The Arabian Nights, the story 1001, story of Aladdin, the Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Remember growing up on them, narrating it to our children, and maybe in the future, we'll be again relating these stories to our grandchildren. You remember the background of this Arabian Nights, the wicked Persian king who would invite a lady every night, and at the end of the night, have her killed. Sherazad, the storyteller, it was her turn one night, and she came into the king's chamber. And what did she do? She started narrating a story. She kept on narrating the story late into the night, and the king fell asleep. He forgot that he was going to kill this woman. And the following morning, when he got up, what did he do? He wanted the story narrated. She finished it and she started on another story. She narrated 1001 stories. And by the end of it, the king was a different man. That cold heart, the wickedness had all melted and gone away. And he fell in love with Sherazad. So this is what a great storyteller can do. And that's what we are about, we want to be. It was Steve Jobs who said, the most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, the values, and the agenda of an entire generation to come. Now, any story will have there are components to a story. There's a plot, the situation in which the story unfolds, the characters, the people who are involved in the story, and of course, the storyteller. Let me share with you a brief video now. Huh? Sounds good. Again? I shall begin it from the beginning since you cannot hear the sounds, I believe. Let's make a sound of that.
Three dots.
I have to just go. I have to just play.
Please share again with sound.
प्रशांत जी यहीं बड़ा शेयर कर
Can you
दो
run the slides, please?
Sorry?
Yeah, Shyama, is there any difficulty? Otherwise, Prashant will run your slides.
Pandit said it.
प्रशांत जी तपाईँ स्लाइड रन गरिदिनु न
I'm calling in.
Prashant, तल त्यो full उसमें जाऊ न, full mode में. अर्को त्यो कप वाला कप. अझै Back, Prashantji, and you should click the sound. Sound is not coming.
And it's small-minded as well, but small also means safe.
I've come for my father.
He's a thief.
Come into the light. I will escape, I promise.
Look, a girl.
Who said that?
Hello.
You can talk.
Hello, of course. It's all he ever does.
How lovely to make your acquaintance.
Want to see me do a trick? What happens when the last petal falls?
The Nastel remains a beast forever.
And we become antiques. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Get out of here! Go!
You have to help me. You have to stand.
If she is the one who'll break the spell, you must finally learn to love.
Have you really read one of these books?
As it can be.
Early evening cries, there's somebody else, unexpectedly. Certain as a sun.
Rising in the east.
Tell us all the time.
Get out of me!
Tell us all the time. Beauty.
Now, why
My dear Belle.
is this
so
playing over and
ahead
over
of your
again?
time. This
Prashant, are you playing it at that end?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, the video keeps playing over and okay. Right, okay, right. So that was just a 2-minute video, right? In the 2-minute video, we saw so much of things. We saw there was love, there was passion, emotion, compassion, all that was displayed. There was, we also saw danger. We saw magic, song, dance. So given in a very limited period of time, there's so much you can do, provided you prepare yourself and then revise and rehearse. Can you see my slides now?
Ma'am, not yet.
I think sharing was taken over by, was it taken over?
Okay. Prashant,
Prasant, are you doing, have you made me the skill? Prashant, you can continue this slide share, it doesn't matter.
yeah, it came.
Ma'am, you can share also.
Okay, right. So when we are preparing or planning to tell a story, first and foremost, we must know whom are we going to narrate this story for. In the case of Lions, of course, our members are going, it's either our members or we are going to the publics because we are trying to convert them to members. Can you see the slide? Prasant?
Ma'am,
Yeah?
may I have to share or do you?
You share, you share, it's okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
So now we are on slide.
Either you can share or you can make a presenter.
How to tell a good story?
Yeah, so it is slide, no, it's okay, you can carry on. I am on slide 12. It says confusion, I mean, rather than staging. I'm on slide 12 now. Okay? Are we good to go?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so now when we are talking about storytelling, especially for Lions, we must know our audience. Well, our audience is either going to be Lions or prospective Lions, or it could be, if you're doing a fundraiser, we may be speaking to the public. Nowadays, very recently, I think what is most current is us talking about Campaign 100 and what LCIF can do for you. So knowing what is, who you are speaking to, you would make something that is very relevant to the audience. That's what you mean when you say make your story personal. Unless they have an interest in the story, they are going to switch off. So if it is about LCIF, you're going to clubs, you're going to go speak about the donation to LCIF, you will say, I know Kathmandu, I saw your success story about giving motorized vehicles to the diabetes patient who had lost his legs. So when you say that, you know, this is how Nepal has benefited from LCI, it becomes of interest to the Nepali. And the more so, now if it is about membership or leadership, if you can get the person who, you know, a first person story, rather than getting somebody to say, oh, you know, so and so achieved this. If it is your own story, people are interested in you, so they will listen much more. Then, of course, you have to make sure that you make it short and sweet. And especially if you're given time within an agenda and you're told you're given 2 minutes or you're given 3 minutes, it is your duty to see that you would rehearse, revise, and make sure that you're within time. Apart from, you know, keeping to the agenda, if it goes on and on and on, people switch off. So make sure, in fact, there's a little joke about make it short and sweet. How there was this speaker that, you know, when people, some speakers, when they get an audience, they just go to town, they forget time and they go on and on and on. And this speaker's wife happened to be in the audience. And suddenly she called the neighbor and said, please, can you give this chit to my husband? And so the person seated next to her went to the husband and gave this note, and the husband opened it up. And what did it say? It said, kiss, K-I-S-S, kiss. So the person came back and said, oh, madam, you really love your husband. You had to send a love note even while he's speaking. And she turned sweetly and said, no, it stands for make it short and keep it short and sweet. K-I-S-S. So remember the kiss whenever you take a mic. Your story should have a strong title. It is told that when you start a story or any conversation, it is only the first 20 seconds, it's called the attention grabbing moment. So if you do not hook them on with that, you lose them. So rather than starting with good morning, good evening, I am so and so, if you say, I have come here to make your life a better place, or make this world a better place, then you can say, my dear friends, and that, oh wow, how is he going to make this place a better place? So they get hooked onto that. As in any communication or any speech, you will always have an opening. Like I said, my opening here would have been, I'm going to make this world a better place. And then in the body, I will tell them how I'm going to make this world a better place. And in closing, I will tell, yes, this is how I'm going to make this a better place, and probably reiterate the opening. Definitely, if we all do this, we can make this world a better place. Like I said, have your data ready. First get the data, put it into order. You have to rehearse. When you read it once or twice, you will say, I can do it better. You would revise some things, but whatever you do, rehearsal and revision within the time allocation is most important to be successful. If you're presenting this, or whether it's a video, or whether you're going to do it in person, whatever you say has to be, it's like two friends talking. It has to be one-to-one. Look into the eyes, use gestures, and be very conversational in your presentation. Show and don't tell. What do you mean by show and don't tell? That is where there are things, if you looked at that little clip of Beauty and the Beast, there were things that we saw that were not told to us. Like in the instance, they never told us that a witch had cast a spell, but we knew that the prince was obviously under a witch's spell. We also saw the castle. It had cobwebs. It was in shambles. So without saying many things, a picture can give us, help us capture the background. So wherever possible, try to use graphics to support whatever you're saying, and never give a conclusion. Let the audience come to the conclusion. Yes, this is whether it is up to them to be inspired, to be informed, or to be motivated to carry on. Now I shall present presenting your story. Okay, when you are presenting your story, you go, well, it is very important that you are dressed appropriately. You should, in the sense, when you say you're dressed appropriately, it means that your dress and the way you're dressed should not be a distraction from the story. So keep it simple, dress smart, don't wear, bling jewelry and dangly earrings. Those things can be distracting. So have a nice and neat appearance. And if you're on the virtual background, it's good to have on the virtual platform, it's good to have a clean background, because if you're sitting in your library, people might want to be, they may be interested to see what are the books she reads. Or if it is your display cabinet, wow, look at the antique she has collected, or the crystalware. So that shouldn't be there. Make the story and the storyteller the focus of what you do. Of course, it goes without saying, positioning your camera, the way you sit, all these things matter. And whilst you are on screen or presenting your story, try not to do distracting things like answering phone calls, or having, a small snack, or having a cup of tea. All that can be done once you finish your storytelling. The platform now, most of right now we are using the virtual platform. So the virtual platform that you use will depend on the number of people that you are targeting, and also the age category. Before I started my presentation, there was a presentation on the virtual social platforms. So I will just briefly run through the social platforms that you can use later on. Cancer is a deadly disease. It's the most dreadful word to my ears. My friends, it's like having a death sentence hanging over you. I'm sure you too must be having someone you loved, maybe in your family or a friend who you have lost to this deadly disease. My mother died of cancer. She was only 59 years old, too young to die. I became the district governor in 2017, and service to the women and prevention of disease was the foremost in my mind. Of course, cancer awareness was one of my core projects. Apart from awareness programs, I was able to mobilize the Lion Ladies to have a fundraiser, to raise funds to buy a mammography screening machine to the second largest hospital in Sri Lanka, the government hospital in Sri Lanka. The machine would cost us 20 million. And I wanted this done within my district, the year of my district governorship. Well, we are raising funds not only for one project, so many fundraisers, so much of needs. How were we going to do this? Of course, there was LCIF. We rose to LCIF. We succeeded in getting a matching grant. And before my year was over, we were able to see that this was commissioned at the hospital. I felt redeemed of a burden that I carried for so many years, thinking, what if we had been able to diagnose my mother's cancer early? It was too late. She was at the 4th stage when we found out, and I couldn't do anything for her. But as the district governor that year, I was able to do something for other women, give them a lease of life. The words of Helen Keller resonates in my ears. Alone, I can do so little, but together we can do so much. Yes, my friends, if I was not a part of this great World Service Organization, would I have been able to muster that much of strength to carry out such a magnanimous project? If not for having taken that decision to take the mantle of leadership, would I have been able to do this, to mobilize my members towards this project? And if not for LCIF, would it still have been possible? So this is my journey in Lionism and the success I have achieved by taking that good decision to become a lion so many, maybe about 20 years back. So I believe my story didn't take two minutes. And I would like your feedback on the story later on. Now, we have looked at how we can come up with a story, what we should do, collect the data, then, revise, repeat, put it together, and then do the presentation, how we present ourselves, how we present the story. Now, talking about resources or the tools that we can use, like I told you, Lions Club International, one of the main purposes of, if you read the purposes of Lions Clubs International, it says it is to empower the volunteers to carry out the organization's objectives. And definitely, yes, they do empower us, because what is this? This leadership program we are having is also, they are giving us the opportunity to enhance our knowledge so that we have that capacity to carry out what needs to be done. Similarly, if you go to the Lions Club's website, www.lionsclubs.org, go to resources, and you will find plenty of tools that can be used to set up for your storytelling. There is one tab which says Social Media Quick Start Guide, easy steps to help you share your service. So you can go there and they will tell you how to set up your Facebook page, your Instagram, your Twitter, and all the tools that you need to get started is available. Then again, once you have done your story, to plan and schedule. These are free platforms, HotSuite and Buffer and Later, where you would plan it and you're not running it today. So you schedule it and you leave it, and on the day that you want, it will run. Again, you can go, you just go on planning and scheduling, and all this is available for you to update yourself and then use it. When you want to design your posters, or you want to do your infographics, you can use Canva or Engage. These are free apps that are available, and all this is there within our resources at lionsclubs.org. Once you have done all that, you will also find these templates. These are editable templates where you can also give notice and bring awareness to your program. There are about 4 or 5 of the templates that are available, which are editable. So these are the templates. So now that you know how to tell a story, again, this is also something that Gururaj touched on. If you're using Facebook, you will see that it is the older category of people who are on Facebook. So depending on your target audience, you can decide whether it's going to be Facebook or whether it's going to be Instagram. Whereas Instagram it's the more young people. And right now, Lions Clubs International is very interested in this category, this age category. Twitter, of course, is something which is used for more for news updates. So what I would suggest is that Twitter be used just to say it's happening today or happening this evening, just on the day of the event, rather than using it to boost your thing. So best practices of Facebook is there, how to set up, like I said, your profile, your page, a group, what you would use for what, like basically profile is your personal thing. If it is a page, it could be for your club that you set up a page. And if it is a group, it could be, the page could be public and the group could be for your club. And of course, Smile, Small Social Media for Lions by Lions. This is a Facebook group which all of you can join. And there are many updates on social media where that you can learn from. So remember, it's all there. It's up to us to spend a little time as search, research, and refine, retune, and use it. I believe I have covered the objectives of this session, which was why storytelling is important, how you can tell a good story, and how you should present your story. That brings me to the end of my presentation. And before I go for the question and answer sessions, I would like to thank all those who were involved in making this evening possible, starting with, of course, our past international director and GATT Army leader Narendra Bandari, the chief coordinator of Enrich program, Dr. Deepak, and the team, especially Lion Jyoti, our council chairman 325, Lion Roka, the GATT area leader 325, Lion Sitaula, the respective leaders of each district, the past district governors, of course, second vice governor, Lion Uttam and Lion Prashant, for the coordination and support given for this event. And eventually, I cannot forget, as they say, last but not least, you, my wonderful audience. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm open to questions.
Participant, any questions? Yeah, madam is waiting.
Can I come in? Can I come in? Gururaj here.
Yes, Lion Gururaj.
Yeah. Shyama, Silva, that was a really wonderful presentation and very meticulously planned and well articulated. And can you throw some light on the conclusion part of it, storytelling? How we can impress as lions, how we have to share our stories and how we can tell our. There is one thing called as a the lift room storytelling.
I'm sorry, Lion Gururaj, I'm not following you. You want to know where we can share our story, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, like I told you, it can be a webinar. You can set up a webinar, invite people to attend it. We also have, you could post it, Lions Club International, we have LCIF success stories, GAT success stories. So it's a matter of sending it, your district governor can forward it.
Oh, that will be amongst the Lions only, but to the community, to the prospective members.
When you're having this, if your platform is Facebook, you can invite people. Yeah. You can make it a Facebook event and invite people.
Yes. Right.
Shyama, there is a question from Manohar Karki. How to be true to oneself in storytelling? Nowadays, people blow their own trumpet in the name of storytelling.
Well, change begins with yourself, right? So first, I think you have to begin. So if you're honest to yourself, maybe you can't change the other person, but people for whom you're a role model will follow you.
And one Nazneen Ahmed has posted why storytelling is important.
Yes.
He requested to unmute.
Very important. Nowadays, storytelling has become very popular these days. Why is that has become very important? And why?
Because storytelling is not just one aspect. Like I told you, it becomes personal to you, right? When we were children, I remember being told, if you don't have your dinner tonight, a little bird is going to die. And for me, that bird's life was important. Therefore, whether I wanted my dinner or not, based on a story, I would eat. If you take Hans Christian Andersen's stories, most of them are like that. You take, the Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid story is also something like that. So we connect to it and we say we want to be the hero. If somebody is in pain, we want to get them out of that pain. So it has started, and the storytelling involves all of our senses. We see, we hear, we feel, we imagine, and therefore it gets really embedded in our mind. So it's a good medium of communication. Does that answer your question?
Any more questions, please? Any more questions to Gururaja also for the social media participants?
Most welcome. Most welcome. Yeah.
Everyone is happy, I think. I think. Huh?
Yeah. Now, actually, about my story. If I was pitching it to bring the membership, I would have stopped at, I'm glad I became a member of this world's largest service organization. If I was pitching it to the ladies and asking them to come and take on leadership roles, I would have stopped it there. And if it was about LCIF, I would have stopped it with LCIF. So my closing statement would have differed depending on the audience that I was addressing.
Okay, PDG Silva. For the women leadership, we'll send some people to Sri Lanka. And for membership development, please send some people to Nepal.
No, you don't need any. You are already.
Definitely. We'll give you the success. We'll give you the success story.
Yeah.
No.
Something like Rajendra, sir, it is because she is in New Voices, she wanted to focus more on the women members.
Empowerment.
Of course, because I worked as a GMT area leader in 2017, 18, in 18, 19, and Pakistan also was under my area. And Pakistan's growth was very, very poor, and they came less than 4,000 when I took over the membership division. And I call all the council chairmen, DGs, vice governors, along with the ID endorsee, he became an ID, and they all came to Kathmandu. Otherwise, I'll come to Pakistan. No, I will come to Kathmandu. And we have a 3 days continuous meeting. And then that year, they make the double. Their members in the same year, they make the double. So that we are ready to tell some success story about Nepal. And if you desire, sometime, somewhere, somehow. That's all. And for women leadership parts also are multiple is around 28, 29% of women, female membership. And governors already 4 or 5 has been the governor also. Then the new is also coming with the new voices. Yes. Anyway, after all, already Shyama told that you have to make the story, success story, focusing the target group, audience. If there are children under 16s, if there are teenagers, if there are lions, if there are housewives, so that story must be made based on the targeted audience group. That is important thing, that that tools was there, and many things was there. Thank you, Madam PDG Silva. And I would like to, and thank you to all. And lastly, some governors join, Uttam sir.
Yes, sir. Our district governor of District 35 A1, Revatji, is there. Before going to him, I think I would like to add a few things, sir, over here about the storytelling matter.
Yeah.
One message is for the districts that our international has also provision to submit the storytelling from either from activities done from the side of district or from the side of clubs or region or zone in GAT area. In 3 particularly, making that conjoined 3 particular area, districts can also win the that award, financial award. $500 award. Districts can also gain that award. For instance, District 35 A2, last year we we were awarded by the international for our hunger relief related storytelling that we have seen. And next thing is Lions clubs, they can also now upload their storytelling matters mainly on 5 global causes or under the NEO activities or even for LCI of related activities. Clubs can also upload the activities. So as a storytelling in the website of Lions Clubs International, that is also quite important, sir.
Thank you, Uttamji. Any besides Revat sir, any other governor is there, sir?
Revat is here, sir.
No, Revat is there besides you.
I have not seen, sir.
Not seen. Okay.
I have not seen
Then now in finally, I request our district governor 325 A1 and the council secretary Gururaja Bahadur Karki to address few words and also request to propose vote of thanks also.
Respected GAT Constitution Area 6 Area Leader PID Line Narendra Bhandari, all dignitaries and participants, good evening. First of all, thank you, Lions Gururaj sir, for your insight on social media, password, unlike today's generation. We are avidless known to new technology and proper use of social media and security. I really found this beneficial. And talking about using social media for promoting Lionism, we online we use Facebook online media portal, online news portal, which has been effective as giving us wilder coverage. Then Shyama Silva ma'am, good evening. It is always very crucial time. Know that perspective is it will share to people well telling any story. Not everyone have the same perspective over things, and a story must always have its element. Thank you for such a enlightening session. And I would like to express huge gratitude for providing me an opportunity to put my few words. Even in pandemic situation, my district 325A1 has been able to show some great achievement in the very beginning of the line-stick year 2021 and 22. Till date, we have active already chartered 41 new clubs and net growth 1,109 members. We numerous service activities. We are even showing great contribution in LCIF, for which I like to give credit to my cabinet officer, club officer, and all the Nepalese lines. I would like to thanks for dignitaries and our PID Sanjay Khetan, today's program coordinator Uttam sir, and our leader Khagendra sir, and all the participants. Thank you very much for your gracious presence. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, District Governor and the Council Secretary Bahadur Karki sir for proposing the vote of thanks in the few words about you, and of course multiple districts in say 25 Nepal is doing very, very wonderful jobs in all aspects since last many years in the regarding the membership, regarding the contributions and the service, and though it is in the pandemic period since last 1.5 years, but our governors and the line leaders are taking care of all these things and serving the people, giving the opportunity to the people, and so that it become a movement. It is not a growth. Nepal Linism is not a growth. We believe that it is a movement of the Linism. We create a movement in the country from city to the rural place, from villages to from city to small cities to the villages, and up to the rural place. And last year also, we chartered around 300 plus member with 9,500 net growth. And this year, we already chartered 250 clubs and 100 clubs are in the pipelines. And within the September, in every aspect, our all governors will cross their yearly target in this September. So that I congratulate all the district governors along with the council chairmen and the other leaders and our members and all the participants over here and today's presenter, Gururaja and Silva, and the program coordinator, Uttam Jha, our second VD, Vice Governor. And I thank the Prasanta sir also for coordinating the technical part. And and finally, I'll thank all the people and looking forward to meet we again somewhere. Thank you, Silva ma'am and Gururaja.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night. Good night.
So much. Good night, everybody. Namaste.
Bye. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all for the
Namaste,
wonderful
everyone.
program.
Everyone. Prashant bhai.
Shall we leave?
सबैलाई धन्यवाद धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद सबैलाई आइदिनु भयो अलिकति अब अर्को पटक माइन्डसेट बढाउन प्रचार प्रसार
अलिकति आज कन्फ्युजन हाम्रो टाइम चेन्जले कन्फ्युजन भयो सर मैले भने नि we shifted from 7 to 7:30. Many people joined in at 7 o'clock and called to me also that that platform is not opened. so that from next session, though important thing, those people who are there, they understood it's enough. I think that around 85-90 people were there, and lastly, so that. Ma'am, namaskar, madam, namaskar.
नमस्कार हजुर नमस्कार सबैलाई
Dhanraj Bhatta sir पनि सिक्दा थिए, सबैलाई देखिरहेको थिए, to everyone, है.
थ्याङ्क यू सर
Good night.
To everyone, सबै साथीहरूलाई, हाम्रो पास गभर्नरज्यू गुरुराज सर लगायत सम्पूर्ण साथीहरूलाई पनि म धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु. Thank you and see you again in next episode. Next episode मा हाम्रो participation, I think it will be more than this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you सबैलाई नमस्कार सबैलाई Good night. नमस्ते उत्तम सर Thank you उत्तम सर नमस्कार
धेरै धन्यवादहरू तपाईँलाई. अब आफ्नो यथास्थानमा भोजन गरिदिनु
अनुरोध गर्दै यथास्थानमा भोजन ग्रहण गरिदिनु न.
अनुरोध गर्दछु भन्नुपर्ने बेला भयो अब हजुर. ल हस् ल धन्यवाद विजय दाई. नमस्कार. तपाईँ दाढी पालेर के हो? हाम्रो विजय दाई दाढी पालेर चुपचाप बसिराख्नु भएको छ. विजय दाई
नमस्ते.
हो नमस्कार नमस्कार. अनम्युट गर्नुहोस् न दाई, अनम्युट गर्नुहोस्. तपाईँ म्युट हुनुहुन्छ.
उत्तम सर नमस्ते.
नमस्ते युवराजी. हाम्रो विजय दाईको अनम्युट भएन. के भयो, गडबड भयो क्या?
नमस्कार नमस्कार उत्तम सर.
ए नमस्कार सीतारामजी, के छ हालचाल?
टाइम चाहिँ कस्तो पर्यो, गाडी चलाउँदा सुन्दै गरेको आधी उधी भन्दा सुन्नै पाएन भने.
नमस्कार उत्तम सर, म नारायण छेत्री बोल्दैछु. नमस्कार उत्तम सर.
उत्तम दाई बन्द गरे ल, यो भिडियो पठाउनु पर्छ.
प्रशान्त सर नमस्कार. थ्याङ्क यू.
टेक्निकल टिमलाई नि बधाई छ है सबैजना.
लस् धन्यवाद. अब अर्को चाहिँ नि एपिसोडमा अलिकति कसिएर आउनु पर्ला सबै.
हस् सर, नमस्कार सबैजना नमस्कार.
टाइमको चाहिँ अलिकति उमिल्यो भने हुन्छ.
टाइम अहिले सोधौँ न, वास्तविक रूपमा अहिले सोधौँ. हामीलाई सबैभन्दा उपयुक्त टाइम कति बजेदेखि कति बजे होला? यो दुई घन्टाको टाइम डिजाइन गरिया हो होइन?
7 बजेदेखि राम्रो हुन्छ होला.
7 बजेदेखि हुन्छ.
7 to 7:30 बाट अब 9-10 बजेसम्म के प्रब्लम भएन.
अनि आजको त त्यही गरे हो होइन? तै पनि बेस्ट.
तर ठिक हो नि त, कहिले 5:30 बजेको न्युज के अरे मेसेज आउँछ, कहिले कति बजे आउँछ, कहिले 7 बजे आउँछ.
5:30 त होइन, 7 बजेर 7:30 आएको थियो.
मसँग अस्ति एउटा पोस्टमा चाहिँ 5:30 आएको थियो, अनि फेरि प्रशान्तजीलाई
होइन कहाँ 5:30 आउनु छैन 5:30 त कहाँ हुन्छ?
5:30 को त्यो अर्कै थियो.
यो हाम्रो सीतारामजीको कुरा चाहिँ भाले किन्न गएको यत्रो ठुलो भाले किनेर ल्यायो भनेर के यत्रो ठुलो भाले पनि आउँछ भन्दाखेरि तल हात हाल्नु बिर्स्यो भनेर के एउटा तल हात हाल्नु त्यो भाले धेरै
पनि हाँस्दैन न.
उत्तम दाइ मैले क्लोज गरेँ ल.
ल हस् ल.